So I need that record. That's why I'm asking you if you have enough internet or
So installation you can do.
yeah, I can do.
Okay,
Not issue.
so we can skip the installation. And
VirtualBox. You need to take remote my system anything.
okay, share your any dash number.
If require, I will share you. If not require, no, I will manage it. Last time you asked, you have to download the VMware and Oracle. I mean VMware and CentOS. So I downloaded. You can proceed your commands, all the things through your system. You just record it. I will
Okay,
have
okay.
and learn
So
about it. Not issue.
we can skip
I think we don't
installation.
have
Okay,
enough time, so
right.
we can go slowly.
Okay, okay.
With
So let's move to the command. How
uh,
to use command? That's important. Installation
uh,
you can do, right? If you
yeah,
stuck
I can do
during,
it.
if you stuck, so you can share image or you can send the photos. I will guide. Okay.
Mm, mm,
So I'm going to open my VMware. So already I have installed.
okay.
This
Recording
is,
started, right?
yeah, started recording.
Okay. Okay.
So this is a normal user, right?
Okay.
So
Yes.
when you will work in a company,
Okay.
so you will work as a normal user, right? So you will have to log in from here. So
Mm,
for the practice purpose, I will use the login root terminal. Okay. So select here, not
okay.
listed. So here the by default password is root,
Okay.
and password I am going to enter.
Okay.
So this is our terminal, right? So here we
Yes.
can execute all the commands here. So everything you are going to perform in your production environment. So
Mm,
maybe your company, someone is using the Windows, someone is using Linux. So 89% company using the Linux operating system, right?
yes.
Why?
Yes.
Because it is a highly secure. There is
Mm,
no need to reboot the server again and again like that window. So
mm,
one thing, when you install any software from the Google, so when you
mm,
install, so after installed, one pop-up you received, please restart your Windows machine, right?
yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
this is the drawback, but in Linux you cannot get these kind of
Mm,
pop-ups.
it's
Okay,
not. It's not required.
so this is our dashboard, right? So first of all, as a trainer, we cannot use this, but when you will teach to the students, so you will have to guide everything, right? Because they are very fresher, they don't know about the what is VMware. Okay,
Mm,
so in
mm,
AWS console you have a console, so there you can just open, you can execute the commands, but not all the commands you can execute in AWS restart program terminal, right? So for the practice purpose or for the knowledge purpose, you can use your own virtual box or VMware for teaching the student, right?
mm.
So this is the dashboard. So manually we can reboot from here. Okay. So it's very
Mm,
important. And so first of all, I'm going to open this terminal. So how you can open? So you have a multiples option. First via command line. So when you will press Alt plus F2.
Can you repeat again? I got one call, so meeting is disturbed.
I'm
Uh,
writing here Alt F2. So when you will press, your
okay.
terminal will be open, right?
Yes. Yes.
So manually option we have, we can use move both manually as well as command line.
Mm,
So this is my terminal. Press Alt F2. So this terminal will be opened. Okay. So how you can open terminal via command line? So here command you will have to write genome hyphen terminal, right? When you will hit enter, so your terminal will be open, right? So this is a
mm,
terminal. Here we will execute all the commands. So first basic commands, how to shut down, how to reboot, right? So
mm,
multiples we have, so I will not share each and everything. For the shutdown purpose you can use directly power off, so your machine will be power off, right? But in
Yes,
production
yes.
environment, this is the system ctl power
Okay.
off. This is the original command, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why
Okay.
original command? Suppose that you are working in production environment and someone is use this systemctl power off. So all the process running, maybe application someone is going to patching inside the server. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
when you will execute this systemctl power off, so it will power off your system gracefully in the sense whatever task is going to process first stop that process, then power off.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
but
oh.
in, but in a company or production environment we have not rights to power off any kind of server, right?
Mm-hmm.
Similarly
We
in
got
keyboard,
we got to schedule that timing and do the
yeah,
patches. On.
so weekly server maintenance, they are very deep dive, we will not discuss. Okay, similarly if you want to reboot your machine, so you can
Mm-hmm.
use here restart instead of power off, right? So
Mm-hmm.
both are the original commands. Now we will learn how to create directory mkdir command. Okay, how to create file, so we can use also here most of the important command. So let's go to the terminal. So in windows, how to create file easily, you can go in the windows section, create right
Oh,
select, right click,
right click and create new
no
file.
folder. But in linux, how you can create,
Touch space,
no,
enter
this is
space.
the mkdir make a directory, right? So
That is a folder or a directory in
right,
KDA.
so you know the file hierarchy structure,
Sorry, file?
linux file hierarchy.
No, no.
So in Windows, you know the C drive, D drive, E drive. Okay. So whatever
Yes,
you are
yes.
going to install any software, it will be
Mm,
installed in C drive, right?
yes, yes.
There is the by default path. But in Linux, you know this is the forward slash. This is the root directory. Inside this root directory, you will get overall 19 subdirectories. 19. Okay, by default. If you are applying for the interview, so they can ask how many subdirectories inside the slash. Slash, this is the root directory. Okay, remember this. So everything, whatever you are going to execute the task inside this forward
Okay.
slash, so every will be inside this forward directory,
So
root
totally
directory.
19 directories is
Total
there.
is 19 directory. I'm going to show you. Okay, when you will use ls command, so this is a by default
Oh,
file and
okay.
directory. So how you can find
Mm,
out which one is directory, which one is file?
yeah, one moment. I will tell you. Uh,
There is a blue, this is the
blue is a
directory,
directory.
and white is the file,
White is file.
right? So now go cd command. So I will use multiples command, just understand. Okay,
Okay.
so I will use cd command, change the directory, ls command list. Okay,
Okay.
pwd command, this is the first present working directory where we are sitting, right? So go to
Yes,
the
yes.
terminal and use your first pwd command. So what is your location? So you can read here, this is the forward slash and root.
Mm, okay.
Okay, so first go
Okay.
in the cd, change the directory and go in forward slash. When I will hit enter, so you will where
Mm,
use pwd command. So right now you are sitting in forward slash, right? When you will do here ls command, so you can
okay.
see here this is the 19 subdirectories, you can count. So
Okay.
individual use case of this by directories, you know, bin directories, there is install the binaries, all kind of binaries, system related, right? All the binaries inside this bin directory.
Mm,
This is the device related home directory. So maybe you are going to create any user. So so all the users will be available in this home directory, right? Similarly,
mm,
lib64 and lib. There is a library. So you are going to execute some command in the terminal. So there is a minimum requirement for the libraries. So it is a lib directory. MNT here mount point, right? all the
Yes.
process you're running in your machine, whatever. So here will be, there will be the available all the data in process related run directory, right? Here you can execute whatever runtime your data inside this run directory, right? In
Mm,
temp directory, you can see this is the green. Why this is the save? It is a temporary directory. It means you will go inside the temporary directory, or you can delete every data inside the temporary directory, no problem. Okay, this is the temporary. So whatever, you can do your practice in production environment. Someone is going to install their software, but they use the link of the first copy in temporary directory, and they execute the task and delete. Okay, so original software is not deleted from here. So there is a variable, this is the where directory. So whatever I'm going to reboot or shut down my machine, so here all the booting related data will be available in the boot directory. Okay, etc,
mm,
inside the etc you will go in the configuration related data, user related information you are going to create. So you will go inside the etc, all the configuration data you will find in etc directory, right? Media, whatever you are going to use, media device. Okay, so you will get inside this directory. Opt, this is a third party software you can install in opt directory. And this is the root. You know what is the root? This,
Root is a administrator. Uh,
no, this is a forward slash. Okay, what is this forward slash? This is the root. In this root, home directory is root. Okay, suppose
okay.
prime minister is the Modi, so there is
Okay.
oven house, we have house, right? Similarly, this is the root directory of
Uh,
forward slash whatever.
root to a home directory, right?
Yeah, root user going to execute whatever, so their data will be available here. And a
Mm,
normal user, maybe you are the normal user, so I will create user add command and Karthik. So when you will log in your account and you can execute command, so everything will be available in your oven home directory, right?
mm, mm.
As been system binaries, all the system binaries data here available. Okay,
What is that? Yes, bin.
sorry,
Yes, bin. What is that? You said.
system related
Oh,
binaries.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so in SPIN you will go, so all the USR and sys directories will be available. When we will discuss and further, so you can understand all the directories. Okay. So now use CD command. When you will use CD command in the terminal, so you will come out from the terminal. So now use again pwd command. So you are in the slash root. Okay.
Yes.
So now let's go. I want go in the some directory. So use cd command, change the directory. Okay, so I want go in bin directory. Already we have discussed. So go bin. When you will use this syntax, it will show error. Why?
Uh, what is it? Can you repeat again?
I am going to go inside the this directory, bin directory. I want to go inside the directory. I want check how you can go.
Uh, you have to go cd bin
Okay, so
forward slash.
see here. When I use cd bin, so you get error, right?
Yes, yes.
Right now I'm sitting here. Again I
Yeah.
will use this cd and bin. I will go inside the bin directory. Why?
Because we have already went to forward slash.
Right. Path is very important, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you will move one directory to another directory, you will have to use forward slash. Now you can see the data inside the bin directory. All the bind is available, right? So go cd and back. So multiples of the option of the cd. So suppose that you go inside the bin directory. Okay, again I'm going to go another directory is opt directory. Okay, now use here pwd, so you can see your current path is opt directory, right?
Yes.
So you want to go one step back, two step back, three step back, so you can use your cd dot dot, right?
Okay.
Hit enter, you will move one step back.
Mm, mm, mm.
Okay, again I'm
Okay.
going to use cd and here I'm going to use cd space hyphen. When you will use this command, so you will back to your home directory, right?
Okay.
Not back to home directory. So
It's
this command when you will use
one
cd
step
or
back.
no, not one step back. So again I'm going to use cd hyphen. So how, you know, I'm using here up and down arrow key. Okay, no need to write
That is
command.
hyphen, right? That is
Yeah,
hyphen.
this is hyphen or minus, whatever you can say, but in technical word you can say the hyphen. Okay, and I'm going to use, so when you will hit enter, so what he is saying, he is saying your last previous working directory, right? So again you will use cd space hyphen your
Yeah.
last working directory, you enter in opt, again you will use, so it will show in the forward slash. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
so this is the use case of cd command. Now see
Okay.
how to create a directory. Okay, so use ls command. So when you will use ls command in anywhere, you will go in any directory, you can use ls, so it will list all the data inside the directory. Okay, so I am using
Mm-hmm.
current path, so you can see there are by default folder and directories. Okay, so I am going
Okay.
to create a folder. How to create folder? With the help of mkdir command, make a directory. Name of the directory, suppose that I am going to write modi, and when
Okay.
I will hit enter, directory is created. How you can check? Use ls command.
LS command.
So you can see modi is available here, right?
Yes.
And you want delete this directory, how you can delete?
Sudo user delete. Sorry, remove rm space modi. Rm hyphen fr.
Make sure when you are going to delete file and folder, this is very important, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is a directory,
Okay. So,
so you will have to use rm-rf. Okay, it is deleted. Now you can use.
what is the meaning fr actually?
F is a
Folder.
forcefully.
Folder. Forceful.
Rm remove command.
Okay. Yeah, I know that.
Okay, the folder, but in case of file,
Okay.
suppose that you are going to use same command rm-rf and
Okay.
any file name. Okay, so it doesn't matter. In case of file, it will be delete. F for forcefully, right? So we have to
Okay.
use. Now again I'm going to create a directory. Use your previous command, use ls command. Modi is available, because when you will go in this modi directory, go in modi, so you can check here inside there is no data, right? So
Yes.
this is
Yes.
an empty directory. So one more
Yes.
command we can delete via rmdir command. Use rmdir and name of the directory modi. Hit enter, delete. Check ls, deleted, right?
Okay.
So easily we can create. Now see how to create a file. Okay.
Mm, okay.
So how to create?
Uh, touch Karthik.docs.
Right. So first list, there is by default one anaconda, one is initial.setup.kg.cfg. This is the configuration file. Okay, so I'm
Mm,
using touch command here, name of the file abc.txt. Okay, hit
okay.
enter, file is created. Check ab.txt. Okay, suppose I want create three number of files at the same time, how you can?
Sorry.
I want three file at the same time in a single command, how is it possible?
I forgot about it. You say about touch.
I
You have to
want
enter the multiple space, give space. Another thing, bcd.text.
a1, a2, a3. Okay, so
Oh.
here three file will be created. Check ls a1, a2, a3, right?
How to enter the format? A1.text, A2.text. Shall I enter like that?
Yeah, you can
Touch.
add txt, no problem. But without txt I used.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Now, how you can delete all the files created?
All file.
You will use rm-rf, no problem, and name of the file. Suppose a1, a2, a3.
Oh,
Deleted. Here, F means forcefully. Check ls deleted. Now I'm going to repeat abc.txt, right? So use here rm hyphen only rm and use file name abc.txt, right? So here I'm going to hit enter. So he's asking, you really want to delete this file? So you will have to press yes,
okay.
then it is deleted. Okay. So use ls
Mm-mm.
command in production environment. Maybe you are going to delete any file or folder, make sure don't use forcefully,
Oh, in production environment.
right? So it will delete your important data, you cannot
Mm-mm.
recover. Okay.
So if I delete normally, we can recover.
Okay, maybe you are sure, suppose that uh, move the directories west, there is no data, you want delete, you can use forcefully.
Where is the recycle pin? If I delete it,
There is
recycle.
no recovery data in Linux, but in production environment we are using multiples instance
Okay.
EBS S3 bucket. So there is a multiples replication rule we can apply, so data will be available. But suppose you are going to use this delete command, rm command. This is very dangerous.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so make sure
Okay.
one a new candidate use this rm-rf and one important file is delete
Mm-mm.
in a company. So boss give a resignation letter.
Oh,
So these kind of,
so if I access AWS configure, go to the S3 bucket.
but in production
So if I
environment,
delete, yeah, if
suppose
I have to just delete normal delete only, so it will be available. So previous version available in version in 18,
in S3.
in S3, S3, yes. But I'm not asking about AWS related command. In operating system, this CentOS, is there a recycle pin in this?
No, there is no recycle.
Oh, okay.
But in company when you will work, so we have a required a huge number of volume, right? Hard disk S3 bucket.
Mm-mm.
So in a pro company for the object related we are using S3 bucket. In S3 bucket we have a versioning option,
Okay.
replication rule, so we can save the data.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Okay. Now let's go another command. Here we are
Okay.
going to use the cat command. You know the cat command? What is the use case of
What is
cat?
the content inside the file?
Okay. So we have a by default location. Go inside the cat etc and pass wd. You know what is the meaning of this? Inside the etc directory, go inside the pass
Inside
wd.
that password file, we can view
So
in
inside
etc path.
whatever, okay, whatever data inside available, so cat command will show list all
Sure.
the data, right?
Mhm. Yes, yes.
So here you can see the all the information user related. You know what is this? Winbase.
It's a Vivek directory.
You can explain all this step. What is this meaning of this Vivek? What is X? What is 1001? What is 1001 slash home?
No, no, I don't know.
Okay, no problem. Coming permission management, we will discuss, right? So inside the etc pass
Mhm.
wd, here you can get all the users related information, right?
You just copy that content and paste it in a notepad. Maybe you will forget or something.
You want copy this?
No, not copy that. XX 101. That line only.
Yeah, yeah.
Two column.
Coming topics, I will explain each and everything. don't worry it. Just
Mm,
understand the cat command. So you want see in number list all these. So how you can
mm,
use? You can use here option hyphen n slash etc pass wt. So it will show in number list. It means there is 48 number of file, right? Suppose
mm.
that we are working in a company and there is 5,000 file. Your boss told you please print 4001 to 4009 file. How you can do this?
You have to select that particular file only. Print.
How you can use which command you will use?
Print hyphen. I don't know. You just say.
I will use your head command and tail command, right? Now let's see.
Print the command means give a printer or create a PDF file something.
What you are saying?
You have mentioned tile something. It's going to print means is create a PDF file or something that information or give a print to printer.
Just print. So one more use case here, cat command. I am going to create a file with the help of cat command. Okay. Suppose
Mhm.
sunil.txt. So it will create or not?
It it will not create. It will show
There is syntax wrong. So you will have to use
the
always
file is.
greater symbol. Now here we can create sunil.txt file and we can write inside their content also, right? So see here. Here cursor is blinking. I am going to write here. I am Sunil from Bangalore. Okay. So I might save this. So you will have to press Ctrl D. Okay.
Okay.
So it is
It's a
saved.
save. Press Control D save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you want to see inside this sunil.txt. So again you can use cat and go sunil.txt. You can see I am Sunil. I am from Bangalore. Okay.
If you use lesser than command, we can write directly while viewing.
What you're saying?
If I enter cat lesser than, sorry, yeah, cat lesser than sunil.txt, we can view, we can edit through view, right?
Yeah, we can with the help of greater than we can create suppose that this sunil.txt file already available, right?
Okay,
Maybe 6 months ago I created sunil.txt and in this file n number of data is available, right? And you
okay,
are going to use again cat and greater symbol sunil.txt,
okay.
right? So what could happen here?
I think it will create newer.
Your data will be overwrite. I am going to control D. Now use cat sunil.txt. Where is gone data? Data is gone, right? So make sure file is already available. You can see sunil.txt, right?
Yes,
You
yes,
you can cat sunil.txt. There is no data. Okay. So I want add some data in this sunil.txt file. So you can use here double greater. I want append in the sunil.txt file. Okay.
okay,
I am Sunil from Bangalore. Okay. I write
okay, yes,
enter control D exit. Now again use cat command sunil.txt. You can see I am Sunil from Bangalore, right?
yes, yes.
And you want to see number list how you can use.
Yeah,
Okay, option N.
yeah.
Now let's see the head and tail command. When you are you going to use this cat command slash etc and pass wt? So it will print all the file inside the etc past wd, right? Everything, maybe 10,000 file is available. So in particular data exact pattern you want print, so you can use here head or tail command. Okay,
Mm,
so what is the duty of head command? So when you will use head command, so it will print by default 10 file from the top.
okay.
Okay, so I'm going to use here head slash etc and pass wd. So you can see only 10 file. You want to see number list, so here you will use the number hyphen n, so it will not work in head command. Why?
Because we have selected N1 head only, so we can enter N.
Sometimes we have to sacrifice, because head command is by default print from the top by default. And suppose you want 12 number of files, so how you can use this?
Repeat again.
I am using head command. Okay,
Okay.
head command is print from the top 10 number of file by default.
Okay. Mm.
You want 11, 12, 13, 14, so how you can use print from the top?
We have to enter that which one we require 11, 12, or what is that from the head hyphen 11 or 12.
Okay, so I am using option n, and I want 11 number of file. Okay, so
Okay.
it will print. Now let's check, and here you can add in the last pipe symbol. This is the pipe symbol, and use nl command. So you can
By symbol.
pipe symbol. This is the number list, right? So make sure this pipe symbol when by we are using. So manipulate your input, right?
Okay.
Similarly, I am using head command by default print, right? 10 number of file. How you can confirm? Use pipe symbol and use nl command. So it will print top 10. Similarly, when you will use tail command and use etc pass wd, so it will print by default 10 file from the bottom. I am using pipe symbol again. This is the bottom. Okay. Now it's very important. Your boss told you, please print cat slash etc pass w. Inside their number of how many files? There are 48 number of files, right?
Yes.
Your boss told, please Karthik, please go in etc pass wd and print one number file and 48 number file.
Okay.
So let's see the very important. I am using head command.
Okay.
Okay, hyphen
Yes.
n
N 48.
number one, top number one file. Use etc pass wd. You want in a number list, so you can use here pipe symbol nl. Now see, I am using here comma, right? So you want execute multiples command in single line, you can use here colon.
Okay.
Now use tail command. Tail command will print from the bottom. Use option n for the number list. Number one bottom, and last line from where slash etc pass w. Okay, you want in the number list as well, so you can use here pipe symbol and both side, because I am using here comma. What is the name of this symbol?
You said we have to boss asking print 48 only, but you are saying lot of commands here.
I will explain. So you know what is the name of this symbol?
Semicolon. Semicolon.
Semicolon. Okay, so when you will use semicolon, so this command will execute single, this
Okay.
command will execute single. Okay, so I'm going to hit enter. So you can see here This is the top one file. This is the bottom one.
Oh, okay. Good.
So here I
Okay.
used one more important command, semicolon, right?
Okay.
So this is the use case of head command and tail command. Now
Okay.
one more command is important. Editor, cat, when you will use this cat slash etc pass wd. So you want change in this file. Suppose go in the down here, write down is Vivek. I want remove this Vivek and I want add here Karthik. Is it possible you can add?
Uh, what is that? Repeat again.
I want change some inside this file.
Okay.
Is it possible you can change? You can delete. Yeah, we can do this.
Yeah.
So we have a option vim, very important command, right?
Okay. In Linux VI, right?
Yeah, in Linux or AWS in production environment, you are working. So every day we are using this editor. Very important, right? So
Okay.
let's go use this vim editor. I am going to use here slash etc pass wd, right? So it will go inside same syntax, but you will see here colorful, right?
Mm-mm.
So I want delete line number one. How is it possible?
Just remove line one, give space, backspace.
No,
Then, then
you can use simple double dd command. When I will press, so you can see this
okay.
line will be deleted. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So
It's the same command will work on Linux. I mean Red Hat.
what you're saying?
Actually, I tried this thing. I have edited one file. I mean, I have viewed one file vi something test.txt.
Okay,
That have one content. I have pressed dd. It's not removed. I tried before that. If you have to
so
select after that, give dd or what is that?
the dd command will delete the single line. Okay, so I am
Oh,
going to use here dd. Let's see, first line will be delete. Yes, deleted.
oh,
I want recover.
you have to start the cursor in front end. Cursor. Yeah, it's in,
So suppose my first line is deleted. I want recover back, undo,
I don't know. Until,
press U.
okay.
Okay, recover.
Okay.
So always when you will go inside the vim editor, okay,
Mm,
sometimes we are using vim editor, but you will find syntax error. Why? Maybe the package is not available, but in aws linux you will use, it will show the error, so you will have to use vi editor. Okay,
mm,
visual editor. It's the
mm,
original command vi, but both work in linux, don't worry. So now
mm.
you are going to change anything else in this editor, you will have to save and execute, save and quit.
Oh, okay.
So how you can do this? So press
Yes.
escape button.
uh, escape button, colon, q, wq, exclamatory.
Right, okay. So this is a very important if you want change in production environment, so you can use this vim
Mm,
editor.
mm,
One more editor I am going to show you, get it. The get it, this is a graphical,
okay.
because center is the graphical, so you can see here, you can just like that windows, you can click and remove and save, right? It's a very important, but sometimes you cannot use this in a company, right?
Okay.
So This is the graphical editor. Get it command also you can use, and go inside the configuration section. You can change delete. Suppose you want delete this, so you can remove.
How to delete this?
See the cursor is blinking here. You can
Yes,
press
yes.
back.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm not going to change.
So you have entered that gedit command, automatically the white screen came up, right?
Yes,
Okay, okay.
when you will use this command in the AWS Linux, so will not
Mm.
access. Why? Because all these are command line, but this is a graphical as well. So that's the
Okay.
reason I'm going to able to access. So I'm going to cut here. Okay.
How did you escape? How did you left from that command, that page?
Yeah, there is cut option. There is also cut option inside the editor.
Gedit extra password
See here.
is going to open here. Okay. How to
Okay.
left from here?
Okay. So you change anything else, you can save
Okay.
and cut and outside. Okay, you can use. This is the graphical. No need to use command here. Okay,
Oh, okay.
just cut
Left
and go
from.
outside.
Okay.
So now let's see cat slash etc. Sorry, go inside the etc directory. Okay, when you will use ls command, so there is all the configuration data available inside the etc directory. Okay, suppose you want zip, you know the zip command,
Zip.
right? Zip or unzip command.
No, I'm asking about the zipper zip. GIP or a zip? What are you
Z
asking?
ZIP.
Zip. And, and zip. Yeah, I know about it.
You can use compressed,
Okay.
you can use or not.
Yeah, I can use if I recover any file to zip, we have to use zip.
Okay, suppose that you want zip
Okay.
etc. Okay, so how to check the size of the file with the help of du space hyphen sh, right? We are going to check. Use du space hyphen sh. You want
Okay.
check etc directory. What is the size of this?
31 MB, I think.
No, 31 MB, right?
Yes, yes.
So if you want compressed this zip slash etc, it will be compressed, or you can share this file to someone else and they can receive or unzip, so it will be come again in actual size, right? So what we are using this unzip in company in a production environment, right? Let's understand. So this is your server. Okay,
Okay.
and this is in Mumbai, or this is another in USA. Okay, there is important file in 10 GB. Okay, so your USA client told you please share this important file to me. So how you can share? When you will upload your server, so it will take time, right? Because size is 10 GB,
Mm-hmm.
and you can share with the help of rsync command, scp command, so he can accept. It will take time, so we are using these kind of activities. You can zip the file first. So suppose the actual size is 10 GB, so when you will zip, so size will be 2 GB approximate. So this 2 GB will upload and share. So this USA client get receive 2 GB, and he can uncompressed unzip. So his actual size will be the 10 GB. Then he can use the software, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in production, every time we are using G for ng because it's simple.
How to upload that? What is that command? The file to some. I have a Google Drive, so I have to upload the file.
Multiple
Uh,
option
so-
you have. Okay, suppose
okay.
this is in Mumbai region, AWS,
Okay.
or this is in a USA region. So you
Okay.
have one option with the help of rsync command you can share, or scp command you can share. You don't want to use this type of activities, just this is your S3 bucket. No need
Mm,
to compress your data, just go and upload in S3 bucket. This
mm,
USA can access from the accessible field,
mm,
right?
mm,
So in production environment, multiple option we have.
mm, mm,
So, okay, S3 bucket, object storage, just upload, they can copy. Or you want, okay, so you want, suppose that when I will upload the data in S3 bucket, he can access automatically. So you can apply one replication rule in S3 bucket. I will show you in AWS. Okay, so don't confuse. So this is very important.
mm.
Now let's go move. You know the partition
Yeah, I know the partition in Windows.
in Linux.
Linux, I know about mount and format, and I don't know the command of partition it.
Okay, no problem. But it's a high level. Maybe in our AWS restart program, not this. But I will share the basic, very important.
Mm,
So let's go to the terminal. So here, how you can check your device hard disk name. So with the help of fdisk, when you will use this command and hit enter, so what is saying? Command is
definitely.
not going to work. So fdisk hyphen l, use this. So you can see here disk name and what is your size, right?
So 20 GB.
What is this?
Sorry, it's a partition. Partition.
Right,
Uh,
when you will install,
mm,
right?
yes.
So you have an option. If one is automatically, you can create the partition or you can create manually as well. What you want. So when you will select manual, so you can assign according to your requirement. Here you can see 2 GB for this
Yes.
partition. You can
Mm,
increase 4 GB when you will select manual.
mm, mm.
There is a 10 GB. This is a Linux, and this is the swap partition. One automatically created automatically. Okay,
Mm, mm,
and the swap partition launched by Solaris company. Right, this is the device information. This is a 20 GB. This 20 GB pick up from my physical hard disk. My hard disk size is 500 GB. It virtually take 20 GB from my hard disk, right? One more command use lsblk, so it will show in the list. Now you can count. So when you will install, make sure here you will have to assign 10 GB maximum. Why? Because your OS install in this forward slash, right? Your
Yes.
Linux.
Mm,
So here required, and inside this multiple subdirectory already we have discussed. Okay,
yes.
and this is the file hierarchy structure. Now in the partition, how you can do the lab, that's very important. Suppose when I'm going to use this lsblk. So this is my root, what is the root volume?
Root means C drive
Original.
system. Okay.
Suppose you have purchased you,
Whole size,
no,
right?
suppose root volume, it's original volume, right?
Okay.
Suppose you purchase BMW car, okay, tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't drive too much, just the basic, and you take your BMW car on the highway and you're going in 100 200 speed. What could happen?
Repeat again. I have BMW car. I am using some utilization only.
You want to practical on your BMW, I want test, but you don't have any experience to how to drive car,
Mm,
so it will be crash, right?
yes, yes.
Similarly, in this root volume, we have original data, all important data, so we cannot do the lab. So you will
Mm,
have to create and attach one additional hard disk. Okay,
oh, okay.
how you can do this? Go in here, this section, select the right click.
Okay.
So you have an option, go in the settings section.
Mm,
When you will go in settings section, so you can read down hard disk option, right?
yes.
And here you can add, select the hard disk, go to the next. Here recommend SCSI. Why? Because my laptop hard disk name is SCSI, right? According to
Mm,
your laptop configuration, maybe here NVMe or SATA. And further, you can click next, next, next. So I will not do. Why? Because my RAM size is hard disk space is not available.
mm,
Okay, you can do the
okay.
next, 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 and after next, 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 you can do an OK. So after that, you can see in below in this section 20 GB. So you will have to assign there 2 GB, 3 GB, 5 GB. So practice purpose, you can take only 5 GB. Okay.
Mm, okay.
So here after next, you can see in the below this section you can get one additional hard disk, right?
Okay.
So after that you can do the OK, or when you will go in the terminal, okay,
Mm,
or you will use lsblk command, so you cannot see this additional hard disk.
okay.
Recently we have attached in manually, so you will have
Mm.
to reboot your machine. Why?
It should show after rebooted. It will show.
Why so?
For file format, it's file format that file format will attach that operating system.
I am using vim/etc and fs tab, go inside the configuration file. So here when you launch, so this is the file system, xfs file system, okay. So
Okay.
when you will create new hard disk, so here
Okay.
it will be show,
Okay.
not so. You will have to go and assign. I'm going to exit from here. So you can reboot. When you will reboot, so your kernel will read this fstep file, okay.
Okay.
So after reboot, when you will use lsblk, so
You
here
don't have a
edit,
space in your laptop.
sorry,
You don't have a space in your laptop.
not too much.
5 GB or anything. 4 GB.
Don't worry, when you will do the lab this partition, you can share your remotely, so I can do in your laptop if you have a space. Because I
Mm,
created my 3 VM. You can see here 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
So I cannot delete. This is very important. You know the Ansible.
Yeah, I know the ansible.
So I'm doing the lab Ansible in three machines. So that's I'm not going to attach a hard disk.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, again, I will have to configure. So it will take 3, 4, 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So in company, you cannot reboot server. One more important thing. So we have a multiples option. You can go in a Google how to scan hard disk. So you can get the command. Okay. So you can use this command.
Mm,
Okay.
okay. You said something a 3 hour. What is that 3 hour? You said.
Could you repeat again?
You said three. It will happen 3 hour. You said something. What is that?
3 hours to configure.
Before that, which one? Ansible.
Yeah, Ansible. You know the
Okay.
Ansible is the configuration management tool.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So we have required three server, one, two, and three, and
Mm,
this is my master node, and I
mm,
want execute in the worker node.
okay.
So
Yeah.
first we have to establish the connection.
Do you have a real-time code Ansible? All the thing.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Okay, let's go in another very important topic, user management. Right,
Mm,
this is the very important topic. You will have to. What is why require the user in company?
sorry. What is that?
Why user is
It's
important?
they have to do their work through user. So much if the company require members in a team, the user the team members need each person need one user account.
Okay, so your multiple servers is running, so one or two or 10 employee cannot manage, right? So 24 into
Okay.
7 should be run. Your client website, whatever, Facebook is continuously working 24 into 7. But in backend, multiple team is managed this server, right? So in Linux user management, there are three type of user, three type. You know, type of user.
No. Do you have any fever or anything?
Yeah,
Do you have a fever anything?
fever.
Fever, yeah. Do you have?
Why?
Your voice is your voice is low. That's why I'm asking you.
Actually, I'm sitting inside the office, so I'm not talking loudly.
Okay.
Yes, because it's an open area, so
Uh,
someone is
okay.
sitting behind, so maybe they will disturb. That's the reason I'm speaking very slowly. Voice is not audible.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not audible. That's why I'm asking.
Okay,
Your
okay.
voice. Last time you spoke, your voice is good and it's showing more confident. Today it's giving something. Praveen, anything give any pressure? Heavy pressure.
Not pressure. Okay, the voice is changed. Confidence has changed. Okay,
Yeah.
voice is
Conference is changed. The voice is changed. Totally changed. That's why I ask.
wait. I'm going to disconnect my mic and again. I'm going to connect.
Mhm. Yeah, now outside of the volume is high.
Could you repeat again?
Yeah, your now the microphone volume is high.
Yeah, yeah. Let me check.
Near person's voice are very high.
No. Audible? I am audible.
Yeah, now audio.
Okay. Let's start the user management because this
Okay.
is very important topic, right? So
Mm-hmm.
as a AWS restart running program, you will have to explain properly use why user is important in the company. You will have to relate each and everything, right? So there
Mm-hmm.
is three type of users. Number one is super user.
Okay.
Number two is system user,
Okay.
and number three is normal user.
Mm-hmm.
So you know who is the super user?
Supervisor is administrator, I think.
Who is the administrator?
Root.
If I want Karthike will administrator, is it possible a normal user can become a root?
Yeah, possible, but I don't know the command right now.
Okay,
It's
so
possible.
here the super user is root. Root can do anything in a server like that. I am a root, I am the admin, you are the normal user. First, I will create a user, Karthik. I will assign the permission, read
Mm-hmm.
permission, write permission, execute permission, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
root user, when you will by default, the root user UID, GID is also available. You know, the user ID and
Yeah.
group ID.
Mm-hmm.
So, in root, by default, UID and GID is 00. Okay. One also you can find out here group ID, but group ID is also 0.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Similarly, in system user, who is the system user?
System user is a standard user, I think.
No, you heard about DNS.
Normal user.
You heard about Samba. You heard
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah,
Nginx.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know Nginx?
It's a networking concept, no? It will,
Maybe the network is breaking, right? Right? Voice is breaking.
no, 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 not breaking.
Okay. What happened? What kind of problem you are facing?
Now, no, no, right now, no problem.
Okay. So system user, DNS, Samba, Apache, HTTPT. This is the system user.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So also there is also the UID and GID of the system user. But we are
I mean,
learning
application user you are saying about system user
not
means.
not the application. This is a server. You know the DNS server, Samba server, Nginx server, Apache server. Suppose that
Mm,
in Linux I am going to install yum via yum command yum install DNS. So it will install DNS. So DNS will be installed, but here user ID and group ID also will be installed. Right? What your information? How I can find you are the Karthik? Your Aadhaar number, right?
yeah, yes, I have.
Similarly, in device, in the partition, how you can find out with the help of user ID and GID. I am going to create a user, so user also UID GID will be available, right?
Mm,
So in RHEL 8 there is a UID and GID is by default
okay.
400 to 1000. And who is the normal user? I am in a working in a company. I am normal user. Vivek is a normal
Mm,
user. Karthik K is a normal user. Okay, so is normal user also is there is UID and GID. So you know what is the by default UID and GID? UID is 1k. You know the 1k 1000. 1000 to 60,000. I'm going to write here k.
okay.
Suppose in production environment your boss told we have a more than 60,000 users. So how is it possible to create a user? You will have to go /etc devs. In this location, you can increase the size of UID or GID.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's a configuration file. So there
Oh.
is a three type of user. Number one,
What is the 60K UID? Actually, UID size is 1,000.
sorry,
What is that UID equal to 1,000-60? Okay, what is that actually? Size,
this is a user ID. This is the
size.
group ID.
Oh, okay.
UID and GID. User
Okay.
ID, group ID.
Mm,
Okay, you have a user Kartike. So this user UID or group ID, it means I can also add this user to the group. Suppose that you're working on a company, your company
mm,
name is the Wipro. In this Wipro,
mm,
multiples group number one
mm,
L1, this is the junior level. L2, this
mm,
is the senior level. L3, manager level. L4, top CEO of the company. Okay, so in
mm,
this group, just like that, we are going to create a WhatsApp group. So you can add
mm.
5 6 members to communicate.
Oh,
Similarly,
so
we can
just
add.
you just mentioned the group. How many groups? How many users?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, this is a
Okay.
theory
Okay.
part.
Okay.
Now let's see how to check user ID, GID. Okay, who is the
Can you briefly explain DNS Samba Nginx? That user I don't.
this is a server. Suppose that
Okay.
my website Facebook. Okay,
Okay.
so you are using your Google or
Mm,
mobile app Facebook. So
okay.
how you can access?
With the login credential.
But in backend there is also host this facebook.com, this website, this code. So where is host this code? This code is developer hosted in slash where www html. In this location this website will kept. So definitely there is a port allow http https in all over the world. They are going to hit in the website www.facebook.com. This is the domain name, so easily they can
Mm,
access. Okay,
mm,
easily they can access Facebook.
okay.
This is the server DNS domain name Samba, Nginx, HTTP, Apache server, right? These are the old, but in a company is using Nginx HTTP. It's very simple. Go in the terminal, use yum command, install the server, right?
Mm, okay.
So let's see how to check UID and GID, right? Of the user, system user, everything. So when you will use here UID, sorry, ID, just enter. When I'm going to hit enter ID, so you can see here UID of the root
Mm,
0, GID of the root is 0, right?
yes.
One more important command, grep /etc root. Sorry, grep root /etc and passwd, right? So you can find out here syntax. I'm going to copy
Okay.
this and I am going to paste in a new paint. When you will create any user, okay, make sure so user information generate in the seven field. You know the seven field. This is the field number one, this is field number two, this is field number three, this is field number four, this is field number five, this is field
Mm,
number six, and this is field number seven. Interviewer, if you are going to give the interview, definitely they will ask. Suppose you are going to create a user, so user information generate in the seven field. This is the one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You reply 7. Interviewer asks, what is the meaning of
Seven
this?
field. Okay.
What is meaning of this?
Uh, Root
Root.
user.
This is the login name, right?
Mm,
So right now I log into the root. When you will log in your name, so you will your name Sunil or Karthik. Okay? Okay.
okay. Okay.
X. What is this meaning of this? It show the password. Okay.
Uh, okay.
Password will be encrypted format. Encrypted means X Y Z dot question mark 324. This is encrypted.
Mm,
This is showing user ID. UID is root is by default 0, right? Already I discussed theory part. Group
okay.
ID is already 0 by default. What is the meaning of this?
I don't know.
This is the field number 5. Field number 6. And this is the field number 7 being
What is
passed.
the meaning that 5, 6, 7?
This is a group. Okay. So right now there is no group. So by default root is a group. Okay. And
No, you said X after that zero is a user, and after that zero is group, and
yeah, group
root
information.
ID.
And this is a comment section. Suppose I want create a group Wipro
Okay.
and I want to give the comment Wipro job. So here root. So when I will create and assign via ch mode, so here you can find Wipro and job instead of this. This is the Wipro group or this is the comment, right?
Mm,
Or this is bin bash. This is a login cell. You know the login cell. It means when I'm going to create a user, the user is Atul. So here, when you will check the information of the Atul, you can see the bin bash. It means Atul can log in the system. Why? Because cell is bin bash, right?
yes.
So make sure when you will create a user, so user information will be 7 field. So I am going to create a user with the help
7 field.
of user add. Or name of the user is Modi, right? Let's see lab practical. Use user add and Modi. Modi is created. How you can check? Go in cd/home and use ls command. So Modi is available here, right? Now let's see the information of the Modi. So you can use grep command slash space Modi past. You can find out the Modi information, right?
Mm, 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 mm.
Now understand what is the meaning of this.
Mode is a user. Root, I think root user. Okay.
Login name, not the root user
Login
login
user.
name. X is
Okay.
password.
X is a password. It's a user, and then group.
But
Then
I
this.
I discussed normal user UID GID ranges 1000 to 60,000, right?
Mm, mm.
But here showing 1002. Why? Because two user I already created. One user is Sunil, one user is Vivek, right?
Oh, okay.
That's the reason showing 103. When you will create new user, so it will show 1003. You will create next user, it will show 1004, right?
Okay.
And
It's
what is
added with new user also. Already you created Sunil
already
and
created?
Vivek.
Yeah, but I deleted sometimes, right?
Uh,
See
okay.
here, this is the home directory of the Modi.
Mm, okay.
This is the comment. This is the bin bash. It means Modi can log in, right? How
Mm,
Modi log in? So I'm going to log into the Modi. Use su hyphen Modi. So Modi can log in, right? Use, you can see pwd where you're sitting slash home slash Modi. You are logging to the Modi account, right?
mm. Grep is a user created format command grep.
Grep is a command.
Okay.
So inside the file, particular pattern, particular word,
Okay.
exact pattern you can grab, right?
Okay.
Suppose I'm using the cat command, right? Slash etc and pass wd. Inside there multiple word there, right?
Mm,
Suppose that I want only root word in this file inside this root word, only root word.
mm,
So I will use here grab command. Okay, root slash etc pass wd. So it will show only the root
mm,
in which number of line there is a root in two number of line 1 line 2.
okay.
Only you want root, so you can use here curly bracket, sorry caret symbol. Okay,
Okay.
so I am using the caret symbol. It will show in the root word in where in this file in the first number of line, and I want only another name, no login. Suppose that s bin no login and caret beginning of the line. I want end of the line. You will have to use the dollar symbol, right? Has been no login. So you can remove, enter. So it is showing no login, end of the line. End of the line, we are using dollar symbol. So multiples use grab command, right?
Mm,
So we are discussing the user management, three type of the user, UID, GID. Okay. So I will show the how to install package as well. Okay. So you can understand about this, how to install this system user. So you know the yum command.
yeah, I know that.
What is yum?
Yum is in patch in package install purpose command.
Right. Yellow dog.
Sorry,
Yellow dog. Yum full form.
full form I don't know.
Yellow dog package manager. It's a name.
Okay.
What is the RPM Red Hat package manager? Okay. So is it possible we can
RPM
use?
is repository package manager.
So what is the difference between yum or RPM?
Yum is a install command. RBM is a what is the package we have download.
You know the RPM Red Hat package manager, right? And yum.
Mm,
So is it possible we can install the package? Suppose I want to install DNS. Okay.
okay.
So we can install from the both command. But what is the drawback? Just understand.
Okay.
When you will use RPM command, so with the help of RPM command, you will face a lot of dependencies. You know the dependencies. Suppose you want to install DNS, so you will have to face a lot of problem like that. First you will have to install the Python package, then install Java package, then install something. You will have to face multiple step in RPM command. Then finally you can install DNS package. But when you will use yum command, so yum command directly install your package within a second,
Mm-hmm.
right? This is the
Okay.
importance. In company we are using yum command. RPM is also important. We can check package is available or not. So how to check? So you can use here RPM command. Okay. I want
But
check
yum will install latest package. Or what is that?
not
What is available or what is the latest package to install?
in your repositories package is available. It will install via
Mm-hmm.
yum command. But in that case of RPM, you will have to go in the repositories location.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the normal user. I'm going to exit. So let's check your number of packages. Okay. Okay. So I am
Mm-hmm.
using RPM hyphen QA query for all, or when you will hit enter it will show all the number of packages installed or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is
Okay.
the by default packages. You want count this, use pipe symbol, use NL, it will show total number of packages. A one
Okay.
way, this is the one way.
To view the
Second,
what is the package installed.
okay, so second way you can use here grab. Okay,
Yeah.
so suppose you want particular package, you want graph, you want see the Python package is available or not. So it will show the Python package, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can use RPM command. Now see, I am using RPM hyphen QA query for all. I want check the Firefox packages available or not. So Firefox package is available, right? So you can
Yes.
uninstall or delete, or you can install via yum command. Let's see RPM hyphen.
What is the uninstall command? Yum uninstall Firefox, right?
Yeah, you can uninstall
Yum uninstall Firefox.
via RPM. Also, we can do RPM hyphen IVH. You want upgrade your package, so you can use the option. Okay.
Oh, okay. We have to check what is the current version. What is the which version we have to update through RPM.
Sorry.
We have to check which version is current version installed through RPM. We can find out.
RPM the version is 4.14.3.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
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 So
Yeah.
how to create user? You know,
Yeah, I know sudo
not
user add
okay.
Karthik.
If you are the
Here
normal,
already, yeah, if I'm a normal user, I have to use sudo. If I'm already in root user, I just user add Karthik.
how to create user, how to delete user. If I have user tell command, we can delete user, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So now
How to change the root password actually?
you want change the root password, right? So in a
Yes, yes.
terminal, I am going to use passwd command, right? Just
Mm-hmm.
use passwd command, hit enter. He is asking changing password for the user root.
Root.
So here you
Okay.
can write again. Suppose I am going to write again
Okay.
asking change
Okay.
authentication token successful. Suppose I have a user Modi, and you want to change the password of the Modi, right? Hit enter.
Mm,
Changing password for user Modi, right?
mm, okay.
So I'm not going to change, so you can change. Suppose you forget your root password. In that case, what you will
Oh,
do?
I forgot. I don't know about it. How to reset that?
You don't know.
Oh,
You
no,
will
I
have
don't know.
to reset your password. You will have to
Mm,
go in configuration section. It's a very lengthy, but
okay.
it's not required for the AWS restart. Okay, so now
Okay.
how to check permission of particular folder or directory. So I am going to use here ls command. So this is a file, right, or directory. So first of all, I'm going to create a directory
Mm,
mkdir, and this is the Modi directory. Use ls. So you want to check the permission of in this directory. So you will have to use ls-ld d for directory and
okay.
use Modi. So when you will hit enter, so you can see the permission here. Understand each and everything. This is the Modi directory. This is the creation date and time, 6th of September. Right now I created. What is the meaning of this root?
It's a user, I think.
This
No.
root.
Uh,
What is the meaning of two?
two is, I think, group.
And what is this rx? Rx.
Write, read permission. Directory read and write permission.
So what is the meaning of this? Read hyphen x.
Read only, I think. Directory write.
What is the meaning of two? This two is symbolic link.
Okay.
So in
Symbolic
directory,
means.
symbolic link means in directory by default symbolic link is two, right? I have a
Okay.
file this sunil.txt. Read the permission of this file also. ls hyphen l not d for directory. Your file name is sunil.txt. When you will see here, this is the one. This is the symbolic link by default is the file is one, right? And
Okay.
here this starting dash, this is showing file type. This d is showing this is the directory type. Okay. In
Okay.
starting three word read write execute, this is the owner permission, right? Who is the owner? Owner is root, right?
Mm,
So root can execute read write execute, everything can do, right?
mm,
Similarly, in this section read hyphen x, this is the group permission. Suppose that you are the member of the group and we have added you in the group, so you can read and execute permission. Okay.
okay.
And this is others. What is the meaning of others?
Uh, user execute.
Normal user can read and execute. This is the by default permission, right?
Mm,
So you can count from here d. This is 11 attributes, right? So make sure when you are going to read permission any file or folder, so there is 11 attributes. This is the 11 attributes.
mm,
You can count. You can count. Okay. One or two I'm going to skip because this is the ACL access control list. Symbolic link,
okay.
right? So
Okay.
now let's see how to change the permission of the directory and file. Okay. So Here this is the root terminal, right? So I'm going to open another terminal, genome hyphen terminal. Okay,
How you went to the terminal? Chin-
genome hyphen terminal. Alt
only
F2.
you are already in terminal. You have not entered any command, but how that pop-up came?
First press Alt F2.
Uh, okay,
So small pop-up will come. So enter
okay,
this command genome hyphen terminal. So you can log in another terminal, right?
okay.
I
It's
have to
already why we have to use genome terminal? Already we are using this terminal, and you are using now genome terminal. What is the purpose?
genome is a command to open a terminal with the help of command line. I'm not using graphically, right? I want
Yes, yes.
open new terminal. So directly I can click here terminal. So terminal will be open. But I am using Alt F2. So one pop-up showing there. So I am writing there command genome hyphen terminal. So terminal is open, right? You want exit, you can write here exit. Okay. Alt F2. Enter a command here. This is the command to log in a terminal. Okay.
If you want to go new terminal, we have to press Alt F2.
Yeah. So I'm going to log in here Modi user. SU hyphen Modi. Right.
Okay,
So I will use both the terminal, right?
okay.
So let's see the practical of how to assign a permission. So this is my
Modi has a admin privilege, right? Now,
Modi is a normal user. Okay. So according to this syntax, this is the Modi directory. Okay. What is the permission of others? Others in the sense Modi. Modi can read and execute, right?
yes.
Modi can read and execute. First, I'm going to go inside the Modi directory, go inside the cd slash Modi, sorry, cd and Modi. So I'm going to write here touch triple s dot txt, right? Ls,
Okay.
there is a file available, right, inside the Modi directory. Okay. So root can do anything else, right?
Yes.
But let's see according to the permission, this read and execute. Other what can do? So I am right now here log into the Modi user. So let's see, go inside the cd and Modi.
No such a file directory.
No such file or directory. Okay. You can use ls Modi. You can cat Modi.
ls space hyphen le. But directly not showing in a Modi user account. I think we have to create new.
Okay, again I'm going to create a directory mkdir and
Okay.
slash data. Okay.
Okay.
I created data directory. Go inside the data directory
Mm,
and I'm going to create a file here touch fun.txt, right? ls, right? Go outside. Now check the permission of this data directory ls hyphen ld slash data, right? Okay. So this is the owner permission, read write execute. This is the group permission, read and execute. This is a others permission. Other can read and execute the data directory, right?
Mhm.
Now I'm in the Modi means normal user. So go inside the slash data directory. He can go data directory. Why?
So read and execute.
Read and execute.
Function.
Now you can use ls. Done.
So you can
Fun.txt.
see.
Okay. So now the Modi want create in data directory inside the one more file. So I am going to use here touch, and he is going to create a file modi.txt. So it will create or not.
How it won't create.
Permission deny. Why?
It doesn't give any permission.
Because there is not assigned permission by default for this directory, right? So I want
Mhm.
give full permission. Okay, suppose I am going to exit. Okay, I am exit from the data directory. Now I am going to remove the permission, everything. Okay, so go to the root terminal, use here chmod command. Okay, you will have to use o for other. Okay,
Okay. Let's see which mode was
read x from where data, right? So let's see here, o for other, hyphen r for read, and x execute. I remove all the permission from the data directory. Let's see, check the permission again. This data directory ls-ld slash data directory. What is the permission of these others? You can read, you can see. What is the permission of others? Dash
nothing.
dash dash. What is the meaning of dash dash dash?
No permission.
No permission. Now Modi can go inside the data directory. Let's see. Permission deny. Modi can get no, because there is no permission to the Modi. Cannot do anything else. Nil permission.
Mhm.
Okay. So I am going to assign the permission again via chmod, right? O for others. You want to use also this equal symbol. Read, write, execute. From where? Data directory.
Mhm.
Now again check ls-ld and data directory. What is the permission? Now here the full permission. Make sure when you will give to normal user full permission, particular directory, so it will be showing the green signal, right? It is going
So
see.
others means it will give the all permission to all user, right?
Yeah, all user Modi, Sunil, Sandeep,
If
Sachin, maybe
okay,
100
if
number of users is there. So you will have to ensure. Suppose I am going to assign the directory in this data directory. 100 number of users available. They have a
okay, if
same
I have
permission.
five users and two user only have a read permission, I
So
mean
we
write
have
permission.
okay.
Other user will need a read and execute permission.
Yeah,
Two
we
user
have an
need
option.
oh,
We need a ACL. With the help of ACL, we can apply, right?
okay.
So now the here full permission for the others, right? So now Modi can go inside the data directory. Definitely can
You can
ls
select
can create a file because I can assign the permission, right?
full permission. Yes.
It means Modi is right now the root. Okay, Modi is also super.
In that command other equal to or wx we can change the order. Shall we change the order? Write read x or anything?
Yes, yes, you can
This
change
is the
first.
format.
No problem. You can use. You want only single write, so you can assign write permission. You want only X. No need to assign read, write, execute. First you can X, then write, then W. You can. There is no sequences required, right?
That's the thing I asked you.
No
Any
problem.
order or
Not order required.
we can write anywhere, any type.
Okay. So
If I require, I will enter W after that or after that X.
no, actually you will have to know the numeric value first. Okay, suppose read, the value of read is 4, write is 2, x is 1.
Oh,
So
oh,
what
oh.
is read write x is full permission is 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want give someone permission 700, means this is the owner, this is a group, this is a others. Okay, suppose I am
Okay.
going to assign the permission 707. It means there is full permission of the others. Okay, suppose
Mm-hmm.
I am going to assign the permission 705. It means
Mm-hmm.
what is the meaning of 5? 4 and 5 read and execute permission here, right?
Okay.
Let's see the one more example. I am going to change the permission. Okay, okay. So use
Okay.
here ch mode. Now I am going to use here numeric value
Okay.
705. Okay, from where? Data directory. Check again ls hyphen ld and data directory permission is definitely changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Read and execute. Now go.
You have give the permission to directory, but how to give the permission to user? Uh, that is IACL, right?
No, via ACL also we are going to assign particular directory or file. Particular you want to assign the users. So one we have a configuration file via sudo. Inside the sudoers file, let's see. Go inside the down.
Okay.
This is a user alias, right?
Okay.
Come down. Let's see the configuration file. Let's see the user. Okay. So here there is no user right now, right? So here you can add the username. Okay. You can see here the allow only root user. Why root can execute everything? Why? Because here mentioned the root user. All. It means root user can do everything. Suppose you are the
Mm-hmm.
Karthike inside the in below root user. I write your name Karthike and I will write here all. So you will also become the root user.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in particular users you want to assign permission not in the directory, okay, of the users, so you can mention in configuration file.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so I will discuss further, so I'm going to exit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what I'm saying,
Folder read and write access permission. CH mode 705 or 707. That's it. I mean directory permissions.
so I change the permission, check the command ls and ld data. So now go to the modi directory, this is the modi directory. So go in the data directory, can go right ls, right, can create again file because I changed the permission triple d.txt. Permission deny. Why? Because permission I removed. So you have a multiples option via ch mode. You can assign the permission particular directory. So what is the drawback when you will use the ch mode? when you will use ch mode. Okay, so in a company there is one group, and there is one, two, three, four, 5 members. You are going to assign the permission of this member only via ch mode. What kind of permission? Read, write, execute. So rest of the user can also get permission, read, write, execute, right? So you want
Yes.
assign individual permission. I want this user only read permission. I want only this write permission. Sorry, read write permission. I want this user read, write, execute, and I want this user nil permission. So you
Okay.
will have to use ACL, access
Okay.
control list.
Okay.
So there
Okay.
is a dot. It means so there is not apply the ACL. When I will apply the permission via ACL, so this dot will convert in the plus, right?
Okay.
Where you can see use here. Let's see the permission check again. Check Modi.
Uh,
See here, you can see the dot here, right? You can see
yes.
the dot. This is the ACL. It means there is not applied ACL so far. When you will apply particular directory ACL, so this dot will convert in plus symbol, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow we will do this, right?
Okay. Okay.
It's sufficient.
Yeah. No problem.
You can do the practice, and tomorrow we will complete the Linux. Then we will jump to the AWS.
Oh, okay.